Welcome to another episode of Golden Nuggets Tea and Tales, powered by Husby, served today by Tahier. What for you was one of the biggest regrets that you have in your real estate career?
I won't say a regret. I learned a lot because my background was not real estate.
What was your background?
A humanitarian. I was working with the United Nations.
MashaAllah.
I had a human inside me before.
At one
now
point,
but
gone.
now that it's gone. Now
Soulless.
it's developed now to hunger for commissions. No, it's not a regret, but I think I locked myself to be in working with developer. It was not a mistake, but it was a mistake at the same time.
Right.
Because when you receive a potential client, but they have certain requests or requirements, and you cannot provide them because you are an employee for this developer. If you're a person work with integrity, you cannot do anything about it and you just let them go. But then if you don't have integrity, you would just cover their requirements. And that was, this is what I say, like since I joined 2015, the real estate market in Dubai, working with developer and big names in the market here, it was a mistake and less money, but I learned a lot.
Right. And this is a real dilemma that people who are entering into the real estate industry, it's a real dilemma that they have at the very beginning, because you usually have two options. You've got go and work for a brokerage where immediately you're on commission 50-50 typically, or you get enticed to go be an agent at a developer's office where they will offer you maybe quite a decent salary.
A decent salary,
small commission.
A small commission.
So for someone who's has no real estate experience, it's probably more enticing to go and work for a developer rather than a brokerage. But your regret is locking yourself into one product.
Yes,
effectively.
locking myself into one product.
Because when you're working for a developer, you can only sell developers' stock.
Yes, again, if you have integrity, you will be committed to what you signed. Now I'm broker, right? And
broker, not broken.
No. No, not yet.
Not yet.
No, nobody can break me now. What I was saying, I learned a lot and I made the best out of it.
Okay, so for someone listening now who's toying between the idea of going to work in a brokerage, who may or may not offer basic salary for a few months, and going to a developer, what would the pros and cons of each be, would you say?
If somebody like fresh meat in the market, start with a developer, know the ins and outs, and learn not how to sell, know how to close objections, know how to do the calculations. Because, Silvia, before COVID, there was no much of property consultants or real estate agents or portfolio managers. COVID hits, companies released many employees and they're cutting costs because the world didn't know what's going to happen. And everybody was like, you know what? Let me be a real estate agent. And what I will say, Burj Khalifa view. No, it's not. It's not that way. So now go to a developer, learn the basics, and come out to the real world where you know how to sit down with a client, not selling the product. You need to sell yourself and have a pen and a paper and talk numbers. This is where the client care. They don't care about Burj Khalifa view or whatever. Dubai is known about everything big, and Burj Al Arab, Burj Khalifa, all these big things around the world. People come to see it. No, don't use it as a selling point. Okay? Use your numbers as a selling point. Open your Excel sheet. Educate yourself. Even though I understand there is agents who are very smart. They didn't even finish college or high school, but they know how to use. They teach themselves and know how to use numbers. Use numbers. Do the proper calculation for return of investment. Don't assume a one-bedroom apartment is rent 150,000, for example, in downtown. Do your search. Open Property Finder, Butte, the puzzle. Do the return of equity. Do the exit plan. Do the calculation for the capital appreciation and what you can use this premium for, what another down payment. Make it as
an investment advisory.
Yes, give it from A to Z. Invest on yourself. Educate yourself. There is many online courses. They they literally send the nice renders and brochures, everything from developer to client. Client are smart. They can open Google, get it, and go buy. No. When you do this homework, client will stick to you because they will know because they know that you care about your income and you care about your money. And this is where they will refer their friends, their colleagues, their family, and you can reload. I have one client. I keep reloading him because I'm giving him realistic numbers and work on the worst case scenario. Don't give dreamy numbers.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you could give 3. You could give worst case, best case, and...
I don't give best case because when the best case come, I'll be like, you happy? You happy? I pull my little horns like, are you happy? And of course you're happy. Yeah. Yalla, next,
another one.
Buy another one. It's like that. It's just worst case scenario because they're putting this money. And every investor, they are smart enough. They know every investment or every business, it's either succeed or it fail. So they know.
Okay. So if you had to have your time all over again, would you have gone into, because you now you have experience of both, developer's office and brokerage.
Yeah.
If you could start all over again, which would you choose?
I will go again directly to broker.
Directly to brokerage.
Directly to brokerage. Okay. I will just, with no knowledge, abuse Google, abuse LinkedIn, and
abuse Golden Nuggets podcast.
Yes, exactly. Learn from online. Now online, everything is online. It's easy peasy for you to educate yourself. And say, I don't know. Just don't lie. Say, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. And clients will say, okay, he's an honest person.
Okay.
Work on your credibility and don't be extremely friendly and don't be extremely aggressive. In the middle.
We want to know from you, what would you recommend a rookie to go into? Developer's office or a brokerage? Leave it in the comments and explain why.